What's going on? How is everyone doing? Happy birthday, everybody. Thank you very much, everyone. Yes, it is my birthday. Fantastic. Let's wait for a few more people to get in here. Also, I'm not 100% sure if I've done it correctly, but I believe there should now be donation alerts on the stream. So that's pretty great, isn't it? Happy birthday, Frosty. Thank you very much. We're about to do some more birthday judging because these results need to get done. And we have 12 more wildcards to look over. So I'm not sure today's going to be the longest stream. I can't imagine it's going to be the same length as the stream yesterday. That was coming up on 9 hours. The stream yesterday, pretty crazy. So yeah, not as long today, I think. But after this is done, I'll probably be jamming a little bit, beatboxing a bit, just chilling, as it is my birthday. So yeah, happy birthday! Thank you very much. Thank you, Nils. What's up, AJ? Thank you, Shyex. Thank you, Subsonic. Birthday Chinese. Ah, man, I don't know about that. I'm trying to eat clean, you know, and I think not eating the healthiest because it's my birthday is a bit of an excuse. I don't know. Maybe I might order food later on, perhaps. But yeah, we'll get this started in a minute. So next up on the list we have Russy, and then we've got Scrapper, Shyex, Skeleum, Saijo, Tamro, Taro, Tuni, Toxic, Unhinged, Yamaso, and Zappy Drago. So these are going to be the ones today. Currently on the list, um, for sure there's some controversy with a couple wildcards, I would say. Thank you, Zappy Drago. Also, Zappy Drago, I did see your message you sent to me, so I am now aware that your track is an original. So thank you for providing that information. Okay, so currently, if my memory's correct, first on the list is Dice in first place, and very, very closely followed by Josho. And in third place, I believe, is Nils, it seems to be. And then tied for fourth and fifth is Leonard and Juno. So let's see today if any of these wildcards can take any of those spots. Because there's not many left in terms of the wildcards. So anyway, enough rambling on. I think we just get to it, right?
Yo, my name is Russy. I'm from Japan. This is my Grammy Box Battle 2025.
Is the audio good for everyone?
Or League.
Let me play a part of the track. Audio should be good, right? You can hear the track fine. You can hear my voice fine. Cool. Thank you. Okay. Let me just lock in because this is the first wildcard I'll be listening to today, so I might need to listen to it a couple times. Maybe after the stream. The first few I'll probably go back and re-listen a few times because it's going to be fresh to me. But yeah, let's get it going.
My name is Russy. I'm from Japan. This is my Grammy Box Battle 2025 World League Loopstation wildcard. Let's go.
Nice percussion placement.
Drop it crazy tune for the final quest. Drop it crazy tune for the final quest.
Thank you, Julius. Okay, nothing in the description really, so I'm guessing it's an original. Seems to be.
Drop it crazy tune for the final quest.
Very video game-esque. Wow. That jump scared me. Why was I hearing that? That actually fully scared me. Man, I was like, why has he done the drop in full? What just happened? I don't know if you lot heard that, but that's the donation sound. Loud. Is it really loud? Oh, that was a jump scare. I'm not used to it. The new donos coming up. Oh, anyway. Wow, that's a big donation as well. Who was that? Osis fan, right? With what was it? A £15 something donation. Super. That's a big donation. Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, loud, scared out, scared the shit out of me. Loud jump scare. How can I turn that down? I have to go here, right? Sound volume. Yeah, turn that down. That is crazy. $15. Might have been. I didn't read it fully because I was too scared. There was a message on the donation. How can I check that without like completely just showing my Streamlabs because I want to keep showing the video. I could just open it in another tab, right? Like different window. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so new to this. Uh, uh, how do I check? I want to read the message, man. Damn, I've got some learning to do, and I on Streamlabs it should show. Yeah, I'm looking, but oh wow. I'm sorry. Oh, it said happy birthday. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I can't read the message. I'm gonna need to watch some tutorials on Streamlabs, I guess, to hide the screen capture full cam. What? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and get on with the wildcard. £15.48. Yeah. Crazy donation. Thank you very much.
Dropping crazy June for the final quest.
It's okay. I've opened Streamlabs on a different window now, and it doesn't show, so that's fine.
Dropping crazy June for the final quest.
Oh,
Dropping crazy
super interesting.
Dropping crazy June for the final quest. Dropping crazy June for the final quest.
This would definitely go off live. Not sure if I'm allowed to do that. I mean, I don't see why not. I could stream Florida watching it.
Okay, you guys ready? Yo 狂ったライフ13あの日は確かおやつ時3時憧れてしまってトップ世界一押し上げ続けてきた限界値肩慣らしに沸かす全個制度関係ない知名度名誉栄光乗り越えた変と縁も単身
Can't understand the lyrics, but it sounds good to me. If you don't feel comfortable doing them in English, then I prefer them that you do it in your own language anyway. So. Nice. Good job. Really good job. Let's go on and move on with the sheet. Again, I will rewatch the first few because it's a little bit fresh to me because I've slept and now I'm listening again. So need to get used to the level again a little bit. Production value technicality. Mix was fine, wasn't it? That scared me again. Furno with a £45 donation. Are you crazy? Get a Chinese. Oh, it's fun. £45 donation. You are mad. Wow, crazy. Get a Chinese. Well, I kind of have to now, don't I? What is that donation? Thank you very, very much. Happy birthday, pal. Thank you very much. Man, I need to turn down that notification even more. That scared me again. Actually, nah, do you know what? Nah, I think the jump scare adds some bit of entertainment factor, actually. Do you know, I'm going to turn it up. Do you know what, Fern? You're right. You're the one who donated. Okay, it's going on maximum volume. Very well. Why am I doing this to myself? Oh no, it's going to be so loud. Do I have an extension in Chrome? Give me a second, guys. I'm even going to download an EQ for Chrome and turn it up even more. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. This is going to be a problem. Oh no, this is going to be bad. Capture the current tab. Volume maximum and every single band on the EQ on maximum. I have never been more scared in my life. Okay. Imagine if I had this last night at like 5 a.m. Stock market down 20%. Life is good. I don't know what to do with all of my millions. Damn. You know when you check Revolut and there's just money in there, so it's free. No, I don't really know, but I mean, fair enough. Actually, no, I do know. I got paid out by my my bank recently with a random payment. So actually, no, I kind of relate. Okay. Anyway, back to it. What was I saying before? Mix is fine. Not outstanding. Complexity of the production is actually very is pretty complex in the way that it's put together. Sound design choice is also interesting. So it's going to be a pretty high score. But yeah, the mix is I'm leaving. Hey, now I'm leaving. I hate beatboxing. Shit, plastic box. Everyone's sounding the same. Good night, good Chinese. Wait, that's not loud. I got another donation. Why is it not loud? Oh man. The EQ's on. It's fair. Yeah, it's still loud, but I installed the the EQ for Chrome, so I want it to be like open OBS and oh, you're right. You are right. Filters, audio filters, gain 30 dB, or should I add another one? 60 dB. Yeah, 60 dB should do it. Yeah, 2 times 2. Okay. Hopefully that works now. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, Shyex with a £1 donation. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. It's still not loud. Yeah, I can also hear it twice now. What is happening? Man, I'm so confused. You just duplicated the source. I didn't. I just added a filter of gain twice. But anyway, thanks for the £1, I guess. Thank you very much. Oh, I don't know. Just replay them. You're right, actually. I can preview, right? Right. But it seems to stop capturing the tab when I close the window. Whatever. I mean, I don't know, dude. Let's just get on with it. Okay. Technicality, I was feeling a score of 17. 100% of viewers on their phone now. 17. In fact, you know what, actually? Actually, no. I was gonna turn down the wildcard audio and then just blast my audio on the Loopstation, but then you wouldn't be able to hear the wildcard too much unless I add like gain filters to it in OBS, which might hinder the quality, so I'm not gonna do that. Musicality. Structure was cool, especially on the pre-drop, the build-up. It was pretty unique there as well. Use of dynamics. Let me go over it again.
Dropping crazy June for the final west. Dropping crazy June for the final west.
I mean, it's there. Groove and rhythm. The rhythm's cool on the pre-drop again. Pretty cool. Pitch, tone, and key. Everything seems to be in key. There's not much in the way of singing, but everything's in key. So yeah, nothing to really complain about there either. And timing and tempo is good. I'm feeling a strong score. I'm feeling another 17. Now, showmanship. Yeah, he's not making too much like eye contact or anything. Kind of looking down a bit. But his energy's good and it doesn't feel forced. It's for me it's not like too much for the track that he's doing. It actually suits it quite a lot. So pretty high score again. I'm maybe feeling another 17. Got 3 17s so far. Now originality, pretty damn original. The sound choices are pretty original. Not the most, but pretty original. In fact, no, they are. They actually. The bass line I've kind of heard before. Yeah, it's original. It's nothing crazy, but structurally it's also original, and it's not a cover, so it's going to be in the 30s. I'm feeling around a 33. Happy birthday, Frosty. Hope you will have another MK2 as your birthday present. I mean, it wouldn't be my first choice for a birthday present, but thank you very much. Don't really know what I'd do with another one. Yeah, solid score. And again, I will be re-listening to it, so that might change. Next up.
Yo, this
Scrapper. I remember liking this one a lot as well on my first listen, so interested to see it again.
Scrapper from France. This is my workout for GBP 2025 in Loopstation category. Let's go.
Just for my taste, it seems to be a meta in a lot of the wildcards. I'm not the biggest fan of the sequence drums, to be honest, because it kind of takes a skill out of having to really time your own drums, and it also, because it's so perfectly synced, it makes it also sound pretty robotic for me. I mean, it could be done well in certain ways, but in this way, it's done pretty basically, and for me, I would prefer it to be like manually recorded, you know? Happy birthday, thank you very much. A little bit resonant on those notes, but it's not too obnoxious. Hello, Ray.
S'il te plaît, accorde-moi une dernière danse, juste une ultime tentative, une dernière chance de t'avoir auprès de moi. Une dernière fois, je pourrais toucher le ciel pour toi, mais tu l'attends avant moi. S'il te plaît, accorde-moi une dernière danse, juste une ultime tentative, une dernière chance de t'avoir
pitching is really nice considering there's no auto-tune here.
Atteins le ciel avant moi.
It reminds me of a song. It reminds me of if anyone's heard I think it's called Solitude by M83. Kind of gives me those vibes, especially in this section, which I like.
Toi, mais tu l'attends avant moi. S'il te plaît, accorde-moi une dernière danse, juste une ultime tentative, une dernière chance de t'avoir auprès de moi. Une dernière fois, atteins le ciel avant moi.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Atteins le ciel avant.
Oh.
Atteins le ciel avant moi pour te voir une dernière fois.
Such an underrated wildcard. Yeah, I agree. I don't see this one talked about too much, and it is really, really good. Really good. Yeah, a lot of stuff that I really liked, and a few things that I wasn't the biggest fan of. That being the sequence drums, and I also felt that the intro suits the track. However, from here, so 30 seconds in,
S'il te plaît, accorde-moi une
it took 1 minute and 4 seconds just for that melody to introduce the vocals. So that was quite a long time.
dernière danse, juste une ultime tentative, une dernière chance de t'avoir.
So the intro did drag a little bit. But it was interesting to listen to, so it wasn't too obnoxious. So let's have a look. Sound design was cool. Again, it wasn't like it's something I've never heard before. Let me listen to the drop again.
Atteins le ciel avant.
That transition's really nice there. But yeah, the sound design itself is not blowing my mind. But it does sound cool. Complexity of the production does seem pretty complex. I would like to see again with the sequence drums. It doesn't take too much risk to sequence your drums because it's always going to be pretty much synced. But other than that, it seems complex enough. And mix is clean. Not outstanding, but pretty clean. Another high score, I think. I'm feeling around about the same as Russy. Maybe slightly lower. .5. Actually, no, I'm going to go with a 16. because I feel he could have done more in the intro to not make it so repetitive. In terms of musicality, with the intro being so long, it does hinder it a little bit, but the structure of the song itself, other than that's great. And use of dynamics is all there. There is a lot of dynamics here. And the composition's great. Yeah, I'm feeling quite a high score for that. And the singing is good without the auto-tune. So that's a big plus. Again, it's going to be a high score. I'm feeling more than Russy. $18. Showmanship.
Dernière chance de t'avoir auprès de moi, une dernière fois. Atteins le ciel avant moi.
Yeah, I like how he's not over-exaggerating. Especially this section. I feel like a lot of people would. And you can tell he's into it. Let's see how he performs on the drop.
Atteins le ciel avant.
Yeah, the movements being on the impact of the drop are pretty crazy, but since it's only really on the impact of the drop, it doesn't feel awkward or drawn out. So the performance feels natural to me, and I connect to it. A high score. Hello, Frosty. Happy birthday to you. Have an amazing day. Lots of eggs for you. I've actually ran out of eggs. I need to buy some eggs later. But thank you. Yeah, showmanship is good. I'm feeling a 17.5 for that. And originality, it's actually really original. Description seems to suggest it's an original song. So, yeah, structurally it's original as well. It's going to be a high score. The sound choices, yeah, also original. 34. There's not many loopers that I've heard who have done that kind of structure that he did here. The only one that I can really think about is 808 Bannon's is it Crimson Child cover? But in the same respect, the way that 808 Bannon did it was through a cover, and through this one it's an original piece. So structurally it's original. So yeah, high score. Yeah, Crowfisher, that's it. Structurally it's quite similar to that. But it being an original song. Yeah. High score. Well done. Next up is Shyex, who I did see in the chat before. I'm not sure if he's still here.
Hey, my name is Shyex and this is my wildcard for the GB
Yeah, he's here.
2025 World League Loopstation category in Tokyo, Japan.
Nice way to start. The vocals give me a similar quality to what I heard from Nils. So, a use of auto-tune, which definitely helps the pitch, but I'm also struggling to understand what he's saying, but it's pleasant to listen to. So, yeah, I like it. Seems to be a lot of reverb going on in the mix, which I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan of. I just wanna let you go. 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 Nice use of the reverse reverb there. I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. Yeah, this one impressed me a lot more the second time I've heard it round. Yeah, good job. Sound design is fine. Doesn't blow my mind. Consistency, cleanliness, like I said, for me there was a lot of reverb, which was kind of fighting against itself in a lot of the layers, and it kind of made the whole mix in itself sound quite washy. So I missed a bit of impact on that. Complexity is pretty good. Again, doesn't blow my mind, but complex enough. So I'm feeling a pretty average score around there. Reverb was only on the vocals. Yeah, from what I can tell, I think maybe there's just so much reverb on the vocals, and because the vocals are on the drop, I think that's why it's making it come across so heavy and drowning stuff out. maybe a 14. Because the mix, other than that, was actually pretty fine. Musicality, structurally, was pretty nice. Composition was pretty nice. Pitch and tone, I did like the sound of the vocals. Because a lot of the time with the autotune on the MK2, it's pretty hard to control. And in this one, it sounded pretty pleasant. Groove and rhythm, it's a 4 on the floor, essentially, so... Nothing really crazy going on in the rhythm. But it's definitely pretty groovy. Especially with the... And I was a big fan of the last part with the vocal chopping. The vocal chopping was really nice. So I think it's going to score pretty decently high for musicality, actually. Feeling around a 16. Showmanship. He definitely performed pretty well. Let me just check over it. Yeah, I'm a fan of you know, I was saying it yesterday. When people are over exaggerating their performance and not really doing anything, I'm not a fan of it. But in this case, I wouldn't say he's over exaggerating too much. And he also adds input during the performance of the drop, which I like. Yeah, it's not obnoxious in the performance. It's actually it's a nice performance. I'm feeling actually a pretty high score here. Russy with a 17, Scrap over 17.5. Napalm had a 17.5 also. I'm feeling a 17. Again, these first few are subject to change. Originality. In fact, you know what? I'm actually going to put that score of showmanship up by 0.5. Originality. What's up, Azit? Hello, Red Frost. Oh, Voxel in the place. How are you? Happy birthday, thank you. How old are you now? I'm too old, man. I'm getting old. I'm 26. Why are you judging Wildcard on your birthday? Because I have to. Results need to be in soon, so I gotta do it. Originality. I wouldn't say that it's overly original in terms of the style. I've definitely heard a few times, but the way he's done it on the Loopstation is pretty original to the overall wildcards that there has been. So I can't really give it below a 30. Because it's solid. I am feeling about a 30. Which again might change. Yeah, that's one I'm gonna have to review over, I think, later. technicality. I'm gonna leave it as it is, but I'll watch that one later again. But a pretty decent score, actually. Good job. Next up.
Hey, hey,
Hey.
hey.
Hey, my name is Skeleum, and this is my Loopstation wildcard for the GB 2025 World League.
Interesting video. Why is it your birthday? Because I was born, I guess.
My
Not sure.
destructive thoughts push me to live. Let me explain it. Shit, did what I wanted, spoke when I felt it. I never once saw them, always had the cause. Was just a kid surrounded by the nature that felt really matter for leaving me alone. Had to learn silence in my second language, now I'm fucking fluent in biting my tongue. Now tell me how can I be confident in my songs, eh? But I start to believe in my chance to succeed. If I didn't, no one did it, no. I start to believe I got confidence in my skills. If I didn't,
Vocals are very
tell me how
raw.
I could be aiming to go to be big. If I get to stage, you'll be able to see why I want everything locally.
Thank you, Martin.
I don't ever doubt in the program. I show you why you should at least have believed in me. My chance to succeed. If I didn't, no one did it. No, I still believe I got confidence in my skills. If I didn't, hey, tell me how I should be aiming to binge, baby. Destructive thoughts push me to
Progression of the chords there is nice.
Let me explain it. But it's time to believe in my chance to succeed. If I do that, no one did that. Now it's time to believe I got confidence in my skills. If I do that, tell me how I could be aiming to win Jimmy B.
Hold up. I like that. The transition to the drop being the panning vocal from the right to the left. Pretty interesting. Beatbox details in there as well. Always nice. Cool. Okay, technicality. Let me go over the mix again.
If I get to stage you, now tell me how can I be confident in my songs, eh? But I start to believe in my chance to succeed. If I didn't, no one did it, no. I start to believe I got confidence in my skills.
I'm not
if I
big on
didn't,
the vocals being so raw.
hey, tell me how I could be aiming to go to be big. If I get to stage, you'll be able to see why I want everything locally.
Drums are a little bit flat, but I can hear them.
Gonna be doubting the program, I show you why you should always
The
have
levels are
believed in me. My chance to succeed if I didn't. No one did it, no, I still believe I got confidence in my skills if I didn't. Hey, tell me how I should be aiming to binge a baby.
And the sound design's pretty cool. Some cool string sounds in there. Not going to be an outstanding score, but I'm feeling around a 14 for that. Musicality, the structure is nice. Actually, I do like the structure. And the details of, let me check. Use the phone. Why is it not loud? I need it to be louder. Why is it playing twice? Whoa. Hold up. Pussycat Troll with a £30 donation. That's a massive donation. That is a massive donation. That's crazy. Full brain rot. Wow. I mean, thank you very much. That's a crazy donation. I really do appreciate that. Man, I don't know what to do for the big donos, man. The £30 is huge. What do I need to do when I get a donation like that? Do I just like go crazy and like destroy my room? I don't really want to. I'm not twerking. That ain't happening. You have to donate 20 grand for that to happen. Yo, what's up, Saijo? Thank you very much. In fact, Saijo, you're up next after this one. But yeah, thank you very much for the £30 donation. That's a crazy donation. Really appreciate it. I just wish my alert sound was like deafening me more. It's not loud enough. I need it to be crazy loud. But for some reason, it just doesn't seem to capture the EQ that I have on it if the window is closed. I don't know why. Damn. Hello, Gyo. Anyway, back to it. Compositionally, it is nice. Pitch, tone, and key. Let's get that down.
No one did it, no, I stopped.
Yeah, no use of autotune, and the singing is not the best. So, not using the autotune does favor you, but you have to show it, you know.
Hard to believe I got confidence in my skills if I didn't. Hey, tell me how I could be aiming to go to be big.
I wouldn't say it's inherently bad. But the pitching of everything else in the track, with the melodies and everything, it all seems to be on key, and pretty cool. Groove and rhythm, definitely got some groove. Use of dynamics. I did like the panning on the vocal in the pre-drop of the second part. Oh, I don't want to full screen it.
But it's time to believe in my
This part, I think.
Tell me how I could be aiming to win Jimmy B.
Yeah, that's a cool idea. He also did use autotune later on, I just noticed. So I'm feeling a decently high score. Is it as high as Shyex? I'm not sure I connected to the track as much. Hmm. Feeling a 15.5. Showmanship. Now, the video is cool, but I'm not here to judge the video. I'm here to judge his performance. And
Spain, shit, did what I wanted, spoke when I felt it. I never once saw them, always had a cause. Was a kid surrounded by the nature, the pair really matter for leaving me alone. Had to learn silence in my second language, now I'm
can't see the
fucking
score for
fluent.
Skeleum. My bad. Now you can. Did you already do the whole alphabetic order of the wildcards? Yeah, there's not too many left.
Biting my tongue, now tell me how can I be confident in my songs, eh? But I start to believe in my chance to succeed.
Yeah, the performance itself doesn't really connect me too much. I mean, he's sitting down during the wildcard, which normally for me would be like a bit of a problem, but he's done it in such a way where it's actually kind of stylish. But yeah, I can't really judge it based on the video, even though the video is super cool. I do wish he used the camera angles separately a few times. That would have been nice to see. But overall, it's a pretty average score for me. What can I compare it to? There was Mock Bay, which was just a kind of standing performance. Mystics again, pretty much a standing performance. I do like the style that he went with. To sit down and like kind of chill with it. Adds to the atmosphere, I guess. I feel it's a 14. And originality.
No, I still believe I got confidence.
The sound palette used is kind of generic. I hear a lot of oscillator bot, kind of basic oscillator bot melodic stuff. The string sound is pretty cool, but I have heard it before. And the use of the percussion was pretty on the more generic side. I heard some of the what is it? I mean, MH is in chat. The MH style snare, which I do hear from a lot of people. I did hear that layered in here as well. But this the style of the track is pretty original. I'm feeling around about a 29. No, 28. Again, the score might change. But yeah, Saijo in chat, so let's do it. Already from without listening to it, because I remember it a little bit. Gonna have to pretend like I've not heard it before, because I have. Because he did it in the GVB. It's the same situation as the Antrix producer one, essentially. But that's not going to play into account of the judging. So, let's do it.
Yo guys, this is Saijo, and this is my wildcard for the GVB 25 World League Loopstation category.
What a handsome man. An oscillator bot, but it's used in it's used in a pretty original sounding way. So this is what I mean with the use of oscillator bot, you know. Using it in the generic sounding way, it kind of hinders the track, but in this case it sounds really great. So Big fan of that. How the kick recording comes in as the snare comes in. So what a lot of people do, they'll record the snare, then record the kick, and then they'll add the melody, and it will all be kind of separate. But here, you catch the groove pretty instantly, which is always nice. Nice harmonies. That high note there is really nice as well. It does distort a little bit when it's filtered, only for a short time.
Raindrops in the mountains, whispers in your ear, millions as of counting. Oh, I wonder why we're here.
Great singing without the use of auto-tune.
Raindrops, they keep falling, time's just passing by. Whispers, they are calling my name till the day that I die. She's calling me.
Oh. That kind of phaser texture on the bass line is super nice as well. Progression's great.
Raindrops in the mountains, whispers that call your name, they call up your name.
A pitch change that it suits it. The thing is, I say it suits it. I might be biased because I've heard it before, so it doesn't throw me off. But I remember the first time I listened to it, I had the same feeling. It doesn't feel abrupt here. It feels pretty natural.
Raindrops in the mountains, whispers that call your name, they call up your name.
Oh. Textures there are super nice. Nice pitch down and distortion in the outro as well. Damn, that's gonna be a high scorer. Sound design. Sound design was great. It was a use of a semi-generic sound palette done in a pretty unique way. So the sound design isn't like, wow, I've never heard this before, but it is its own thing. So definitely going to score high for that. Mix is clean. Mix is super clean. There was a few things in when everything was kind of filtered down that it kind of sounded like it was distorting a bit too much for me. but very small details on that kind of stuff. So it's gonna again score high, and complexity, it is very complex. If not, maybe, I mean, it's up there with the most complex ones. So yeah, that's gonna score very high. $19. Not many people scored 19. In fact, who did score around that area? Joshua with a 19.5, Dice with a 19.5, and Mr. Asua with a 19. Oh, and Mihiro with a 19.5. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that's fine. Musically, structurally, really up there as well. Pitch and tone, not much use of autotune, and the singing is on point. Structurally, pretty perfect, and dynamics are great also, and the composition's great. Let me check here. Yeah, the placements of everything's really nice as well. Super cool placements. Damn, that's also going to be a really high score. Groove and rhythm. Yeah, I mean the placements of stuff helped it, because the drums themselves were pretty simple, like simply placed, but the placements of the sounds were great, and timing was spot on. Feeling another 19. Showmanship.
By whispers, they are calling my name till the day that I die.
Ah, you are right. It is in 3/4, right? Yeah, it's in 3/4. But no, I think 19's a respectable score. It's a respectable score. I'm not going to amend that.
She's calling me. Raindrops.
Yeah, he's performing well. He is performing well, considering how much he's doing in the moment as well. Like he must be very much distracted with the track that he's performing. So taking that into account, he's performing as much as he can, and it doesn't feel, nothing feels forced there. I feel pretty connected to the performance. So really good job there as well. I feel like it's an 18. Now, originality. Again, you know Saijo when you hear him. If you close your eyes and listen to it, you know it's him. For me, it's 4/4. No, it's 3/4. Yeah, it's original, man. He's got his own style. So it's in the 30 club already, in the high 30 club. Who else was there? Leonard with a 35.5. He had a very interesting genre choice. which scored him so high. So, I wouldn't say this genre choice is generic either. In the way that it's performed, the way everything's put together. I wouldn't say it's the most original out of all of them, but it's definitely a high score of 36.5. Where does that place him? Damn. That puts him tied third right now. That is without the bonus points, of course. But yeah, great job. Yeah, Saijo and Nils tied. Really, really great job. Okay. We move on.
Yo, this is Tamro. This is my Loopstation wildcard for Grammy Box Battle 2025. Let's go.
What's the top 5 right now? We have a lot of ties, actually. So I don't think there is a top 5. I think there's a top 6 because of the ties. First is Dice by half a point. It's very close between him and Josho. Josho being in second. Nils and Saijo tied for third and fourth. And I believe it's Leonard and Juno tied for fifth. Wish you a happy birthday. Thank you very much. Clean so far. Pretty nice vocals without the use of the auto-tune. Structurally really nice. mix overall seems great. I can hear everything perfectly. It's really clean. Another key change. But this one also sounds good. I like the way he did it with the vinyl flick as well. Nice touch. Don't connect to the vocals as much in the higher ranges at the end, but actually really, really solid. Mix was actually really good. Mix was fine. Sound design wise, a pretty generic sound set, but I don't think it really called for anything crazy. So let's just define it. Complexity of the production. There was the key change with the vinyl flick feature added, which was nice. It was a nice touch. But I guess that also kind of falls into the musicality, correct pitch and tone section, so yeah, cleanliness, super clean. I think a 16. Because the mix is great. The sound design choice is yeah, it's nothing special for me. Musicality, the structure's great. Structurally really nice. And use of dynamics was great as well. Pretty groovy. Composition's nice. And the singing for the most part was nice. And there's no autotune. So pretty high scorer there, I think. 17.5. Now, showmanship. He sat down. Yeah, not much to really talk about in the way of showmanship. Kind of sat down and kind of just performing the track. Nothing is obnoxious, but nothing is standing out. So it's a pretty middle of the road score for that one. Quality with a 12. Let me just look over that one again.
Hi, my name is.
Now, I do prefer Tamro's overall performance. But he is sitting, which hinders it. So, quality with a 12 on the performance. I feel like the maximum I would go would be a 13 for that. And originality. The vinyl flick pitch change, like the key change in itself has become a bit of a meta, but the way he did it felt original to me. And structurally pretty original as well. Not a crazy score, but I again, I feel like I can't really put it below a 30. It's going to be in the low 30s, I think, around a 31. Happy birthday, thank you. Given Mars had 17 tech, I believe it should be a little less, perhaps. Not sure I agree. Let me just check over Mars's again.
Okay.
So here... Yeah, so the thing is it does come across basic. However, in the moment of the recording, he is adding quite a lot on the input. Here, having to manually do the pitching on the trumpet, for me, makes it takes a bit more technical skill in the pitching techniques section, whereas just kind of going oh and then letting the sequence do the pitching for you, it's a little bit less. So Mars's was far more technical in terms of the sound that he was doing, but this one is more technical on the input. The bass for Mars takes pitching too.
Okay.
But he's assigned the pitch change, I can see it. It sounds sequenced to me. I'm not sure. I mean, Mars did score higher. I'm quite happy with that scoring, personally.
Yo guys, my name is Taro, and this is my Loopstation wildcard for the Grand Beatbox Battle 2025.
Pretty cool background. Yeah, the kick's pretty boomy. A long decay on the kick. We'll see where it goes.
All this time, I've been finding my way with the hope in more. Embrace my veins. All right, let's go.
Thank you, Adash.
raps like Taco. Hey, how much time I got left? My favorite food, full of ramen. A secret little recipe to make it dry slurp in the home zone. Something to eat when I'm gay.
Not too into the rapping too much. Not sure about the lyric choices on some of them.
Hit the switch.
I like that. Nice change in the pitch though. Solid. Solid. Sound design, pretty generic sound design choice. However, the mix was solid. It wasn't the best. Kick was a bit boomy, and a lot of the melodic stuff later on was kind of drowning out the percussion. Yeah, these kind of high-end basses are like pushing louder than the percussion is. But it's a solid mix. It's not bad at all. Complexity is decent. Pretty decent. I'm feeling around similar to the last one. But less input happening in terms of the recording. And the mix was not as good as Tamro for me. I think a 15.5 is fair. Musicality. Structurally it was actually nice, especially towards the end with the there was a change in the note that came in. I like this part a lot. Thank you, Edmaster. Thank you, Inwi. Appreciate it. In terms of the groove and rhythm, it's 4 on the floor. Dynamics wasn't speaking to me too much, but compositionally and structurally is pretty nice. I think Tamro got a 17.5. It's not going to be that high. I'm feeling around a 15-ish, around that area. Because wasn't a big fan of the rapping section too much. Showmanship.
School letters D-A-R-O who makes beats like sorrow and raps like Taco. Hey, how much time I got left? My favorite food, full of ramen. A secret little recipe to make it dry slurp in the home zone. Alright, let's go.
It's a little bit obnoxious for me, a little bit. But it's he is doing a lot, so he is performing well. It's just sometimes it's a little bit extra, so it's going to be a high score. but it's not going to be an insane score. I'm feeling it's around a 16.5. And originality, nothing really stood out to me as being super original. I feel like I've heard quite a few loop tracks similar. So I'm feeling in the high 20s for that. Maybe like a 27. So yeah, pretty decent score. We have got 5 left. We are getting through it. It is getting close to being done. Oh, finally. And then off the stream, I got to sit through them again and give my bonus scores. Oh no. It's so long. That is so long. It's almost time. Yeah, Unhinged. Next up is Tuni, and then it's Toxic, and then it's you, Unhinged. So we are almost time to horse around.
Yo, my name is Tuni, and it's my walkout for Grammy Box Battle 2025 World League Loopstation category. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Man, what is that intro? Bro, imagine I got a donation now with the silent record. My man's silent record and then it just does full. That would be pretty unbelievable. Sounds like a harmony delay from Helix. Some pitch issues there. From when I've used this effect on Helix, using the voice as input, it is tricky to get it to be perfect because you need to be bang on pitch. So I feel the pain. But if there's a mistake like that, for me, I'm re-recording the wildcard already. Yeah, that catches me off. Some nice harmonies with the aid of the autotune.
I've been chasing my dream for the day become the one. I'm preparing for the game. My time has begun to take me down.
Singing's not bad. A little bit painful frequencies there. Yeah, that one note. Ouch.
behind the skies. So now I'm gonna go along, and you take me down. Take me down.
Pretty cool use of the flanger there. I'd say it suits it. Yeah, he's got pretty good pitching in his voice, so I would have definitely re-recorded based on the intro. That one note in the intro being off definitely threw me off for practically every part of the track that was in. Sound design, pretty straightforward. Complexity. Technical vocal techniques. Yeah, there's some nice singing happening, and there's some nice harmonies, but the harmonies are aided with the auto-tune, so it does make it easier. Mix-wise, it's not bad, but there was a couple frequencies that were ringing and a little bit painful. I would score him higher if he did the intro pitches perfectly, because like I said, I know that they are hard to do correctly in the moment, but I'm gonna have to give it a 14. No, I'm not. I'm gonna have to give it a 13. Musically, groove and rhythm is pretty standard. Pitch and tone, the singing's nice. It's not great. It's just pretty nice. I would say it's above average. And structurally, not too bad. Use the dynamics, not too bad either. But yeah, the one pitch does throw me off. Because of the pitch issues, because I would have just simply re-recorded as soon as that pitch issue came into it. I'm feeling a 13 because that just throws me off at the track. Happy birthday, Strong Zero. I wish. I do wish, but unfortunately for my birthday, I will just be consuming wildcards. Sad life. And showmanship. That pitch. I don't know why. Just I don't know why you wouldn't re-record. Just my opinion. Performance is pretty standard. Nothing stands out like crazy. I connect with him when he's singing, and when he's performing the loop, he's not doing too much. So it kind of balances out to about a 13.5. Is that fair? Tamro with a 13. He is standing, which I do prefer to see. No, I'll knock it to a 14 actually. And originality, to get that kind of harmony delay sound effect out of the Loopstation, I have heard it before. I think it was from What in the World Champs, I believe. I might be wrong, if someone can correct me on that. So that kind of effect has been done on the MK2. And overall, Mars scored 12 while standing. There must have been a reason why Mars scored 12. you know what? 12's a bit harsh. Did he score 12? He did. 12's a bit harsh for that, actually. I'm going to up that to a 14. Yeah, I must have been being harsh on that one. Yeah, I think they amount to about the same in the performance. Yeah, what did it? Yeah, I thought so. Other than that, it's kind of just harmonies and then a drop with a bass. There's not too much going in the way of originality. I'm assuming it's an original song. New original Loopstation track, cool. It's gonna be below a 30 for me. But the fact that not many people have done that effect is gonna be a high 20, like a 28.
Yo, my name is Tosh.
Also, Unhinged, you are up next after this one.
And this is my GBB 2025 wildcard for the Loopstation category.
It is almost time to horse around. Super clean percussion. That hi-hat's really nice. Is your hi-hat? If that's the case, it's nice. I like that kick roll. Pretty unique. Let me just listen to that again. I want to hear the kick roll. You know what'd be cool? I don't hear it in this. The way that those drums are sequenced is through sequencing level, right? Now, would there be a way to sequence the level for the individual kicks so the volume would fade in on the kick roll? That would be a really cool idea, I think. So it would be like, instead of, it would be, you know, could be a cool touch.
Guessing, is he just trolling or is he fucking contesting? But yeah, is this where Loop should go? Just do some BS with no progress and you'll win the whole show. But reach the deck.
Why is there so many digs at Matei?
But yeah, is this where Loop should go? Just do some BS with no progress and you'll win the whole show. But reach the technician with launchpad and cable. This combi's deadly. I'm glad we banned it, but cables are here. Let's just all be equal and win this shit. Beagle, no troll battle or a cable imperial, yeah.
Man's trying to get the cables banned as well. Not sure how you're going to ban audio.
Bring you the sound design, your sound is fine. Gonna fucking launch your time, but that
Hello,
is
Jordan,
fine.
thank you.
Stakes are high, but that is fine. Now I'm gonna fuck your tables mine, yeah.
bass line.
You want vocal input? Okay.
That's true, Justin, but he did do it without cables, so it's actually kind of cool. Those stuff don't need cables. That might be true, but from an outsider's perspective, it could be seen as a battle move, you know. Either way, not much to really deep dive with it. Sound design was cool, especially on the drop. It was nice. The cleanliness, the mix was clean. And complexity of the production. Not super complex. But a pretty decent score. $15. Musically, I wasn't too into it in terms of the... I wasn't too into it until the drop, essentially. But I did like the fast kick roll. Drum patterns were nice.
The whole show, but reach the technician with launchpad and cable. This combi's deadly. I'm glad we banned it, but cables are here.
Yeah, not too into the lyrics. But it doesn't score low. I'm feeling a 14 for that. Showmanship. There was a cool thing that he was doing with the input, which was nice, added to the performance. But other than that, it was pretty standard, I would say.
The sound is fine, gonna fucking launch your time, but that was fine. Stakes are high, but that is fine. Now I'm gonna fuck the tape, what's mine?
Yeah, it's pretty standard. But there was that one moment, so it's gonna score like a 13 for that. I'm not gonna deep it too much. It's not an insanely high score. Originality, I've heard things like it before. It doesn't stand out as a super original track, so it's not going to be in the 30s. But the kick roll was cool. So, what did Tuni get? A 28. Tamro with a 27. I think that's a bit low for Tamro, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it in my head, I'm going to knock that to 29. And for this one, I think this would get the 27. How many you got left? 4. No, 3. I've got 3 left. Now we get to this one. No, my hero is not the 92.5 score. 92.5 is Saijo.
Oh, yo, what's up? My name's Unhinged, and this is my wild card, the GVB 2025 Loopstation category. Let's do it.
Clean percussion. I'm into it.
All right, I don't even know what's going on right now. I'm just as confused as you are. Notice that the scene is fucking full, you clowns. So now I'm thinking that my head just needs to fill up the crown. But at the end of the day, I'm only kidding, baby. Just call me Bojack. The way I'm horsing around, 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 the way I'm Mr. Peanut Butter. The way I'm jacking off my horse meat, 2 feet, walk up to your door, bitch, trick or treat. You're shorty at my house and she dancing. 1 bed for 2, get 3 baddies chanting. Beats clean, never musty, performance is a musty. Can't stop it being near me cause the flow is so disgusting. Ew, don't you smell that? Toxic ass community got unhinged in a hazmat. Notice that the scene is fucking full, you clowns. And now I'm thinking that my head just needs to fill up the ground. But at the
Sick
end
performance.
Of the day, only kidding, baby. Just call me Bojack. The way I'm horsing around, 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 the way
Is there a more catchy wildcard? Not too sure.
I'm at the top within the decimals. My music is a spectacle. A sniper ass laser sight that's right upon my reticle. You imbecile, your health is getting critical. Get the visual, showing how I beat your ass with every syllable. Woo! The way I step in the spot. Yeah, you wish you couldn't see it, but you sadly cannot. Mad that my pretty baby's sitting here at the top. There's so many beats and flows, I just wish I could stop. But there's no point in stopping these losers. I'm mopping all your shits in my way like some droppings. The same shit you're talking while mocking me. Take up your spot, cause bitch, this is a robbery. Notice that the scene is fucking full, you clowns. Now I'm thinking that my head just needs to fill up the crown. But at the end of the day, only kidding, baby. Just call me Bojack.
Going for the monitor.
The way I'm horsing around. The way I'm horsing around. What the
Does make
fuck?
it stand out.
And you know I stay horsing around. Right? Right? Come on. Yeah. Hey. Now everybody horsing around.
Damn. Technicality. Let me deep that again.
Let's do it.
Manually doing the drums, which I prefer. Super clean. Really, really clean. The mix is great, actually.
Know what's going on right now? Call me Bojack. The way I'm horsing around, 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 the way I'm horsing.
So catchy. Yeah, really clean. Sound design is also pretty cool. The melodic choices are pretty unique. Complexity of the production. I wouldn't say the production itself is super complex in the way that it progresses. However, the use of using the wide vocals and then the mono vocals is also a really nice touch. So probably not the easiest track to perform. So with the really high mix level there as well. Huh. I'm feeling a 17.5 to an 18. I'm thinking maybe an 18. Nils with an 18. I feel like the track was more complex to perform than Nils, perhaps, in terms of the technical aspect of the loop station. But Nils is more complex to perform in terms of the like live performance of like the singing and everything. I think 18. I think 18's good. Yeah, people in the chat seem to agree. Musically, structurally, super good. There was no crazy structure stuff going on, but there didn't have to be. And super groovy. Yeah, super groovy. Composition is so catchy. Pitch, tone, and key. Yeah, it's all bang on. There's no real like singing happening, but the rap sounds great as well. So another high score. So okay, that one kind of scared me. Icy Tail with a £3 donation. Happy birthday, bro. Thank you so much. Oh. Is that not another dono? Or did that just happen? Why is it playing twice and like completely off with each other? What is happening? I don't know. Anyway, thank you. I thought there was another donor. Thank you very much for the £3 donation. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's... Let me think about it. Let me look through them. Yeah, I would say this is the most catchy one. This or Martin Benatti's for me are the most catchy. However, this is a complete original as well in that regard, which would go towards originality anyway. High score. It's gonna get high score. It's gonna get... Structurally, there was nothing crazily impressive happening in the structure. So I'm not going to give it like a maximum score here, but I am going to give it an 18. Because there was nothing that blew my mind structurally. But it didn't really demand anything crazy to happen in the structure. Showmanship. Now that's going to score high. Is that a 20? So in terms of the 20s that why is it playing twice? Jordan donated £1. I can't see what you wrote because I've probably banned the word that you wrote. So I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, thank you for the £1 donation. Is Biscuit in your top 5? I believe he is 7th. I believe. There's a lot of ties. I think there's a tie for 5th and 6th. I'm pretty sure. We're nearing the end, so we'll see at the end what the top list is looking like. Anyway, in terms of showmanship, there are 2 people with max score, which is... Oh, no, sorry. No, there's 3 people with max score. There is Dr. Slow Sweat, there is Leonard, and there is Martin Benatti. And I do believe it's on the same level. I mean, personally, I would give Martin Benatti 21. His was my favorite in terms of the showmanship. It was so good. But I think a 20's correct on this. Let me just check again.
The way I'm horsing around, the way I'm Mr. Peanut Butter. The way I'm jacking off my horse meat, 2 feet, walk up to your door, bitch, trick or treat. You're shorty at my house and she dancing. 1 bed for 2, get 3 baddies chanting. Beats clean, never musty, performance is a must see. And the day only came for all you clowns. Now I'm thinking that my head just needs to fill up the crown. But at the end of the day, only came back.
No, actually no, I'm going to change my score. I don't think it's a 20. As fun as the track is, the performance itself could have more. So I think it's a 19.5. Do you think Biscuit will make it in? I'm not sure. I still have bonus points to give, and I'm not the only judge, so I would say I think he has a good chance to be in, yeah. Originality is a, well, I hope it's an original song. I don't know who would have made this. Yeah, I mean, I'm very much guessing that's an original. So already gonna be high considering everything. I haven't heard that before. It's just stupid. But it ticks the original boxes, man. Like, who got a 36.5? Who was that? Saijo. I would even say it might be higher because the sound choices are more original than some of Saijo's. I think it's a 37. Damn. Really high score. Now we've got a three-way tie between Nils, Saijo, and Unhinged. That's going to be difficult to choose between them. So we've got a tie for third, but it's third, fourth, and fifth. So top 3. I mean, I guess so. Yeah, you could also say top 5. So well done. Moving on. 2 left.
Hi, my name is Yamaso, and this is my wildcard for Grand Beatbox Battle 2025 Loopstation category.
Nah, don't go. Thank you, Dan. Again, not the biggest fan of the sequence drums. It's just for, I think in a live scenario, I think it would fit better, but to tick boxes on a wild card, I just think it's, you're putting yourself down a little bit by default for me, unless you do it in such a unique way.
Okay, ready.
I forgot about that.
け散るこの世界で俺たちは叫び続けてる何度倒れても立ち上がれ恐れや迷いを捨て去って立ち上がれ打ち砕け燃え上がるフレームの中で偽りの約束を壊し絶望の果てを突き破れ閉ざされた心を解き放って立ち向かえ戦え命燃え尽きるその時まで立ち上がれ
That guy's screaming into guitar. Okay, not too bad. Technicality. So sound design was a bit on the generic side. The kind of electric guitar sound was pretty cool, but I think it could have been executed better. Mix is not the cleanest. It's also not the worst, but it's not too bad, I guess. And the complexity of the production's pretty average as well. So I'm feeling a pretty average score in that. .5, I think. Musically, structure was not bad, and yeah, I wasn't into the singing at all. It was like screaming in a bad way, you know. Just like I understand the approach he's going for with the song, but it just didn't match what I think it should have been. In terms of dynamics, I mean, it gave me a jump scare, so I don't know. And correct pitch and tone, yeah, that there was a lot of I don't know. You could hear the auto-tune breaking a few parts, a bit off the scale, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, the auto-tune was going a bit crazy on that one. But structurally, it's not too bad. I'm feeling like a 13. No, the showmanship's pretty good.
続けてる何度倒れても立ち上がれ恐れや迷いを捨て去って立ち上がれ打ち砕け燃え上がるフレームの中で偽りの約束を壊し絶望の果てを突き破れ閉ざされた心を解き放って立ち向かえ
I like the ideas. I think the ideas are cool. It's just executed poorly. Bit of a shame. Yeah, showmanship's pretty high though. It comes across a little bit forced, but I don't know. It suits the track that he's doing, I would say. I think 16.5. I think it's pretty high. And originality. I haven't heard that genre done too much. So by default is probably going to be above a 30. But the sound palette is it's not super. Untied with an £8.65 donation. Thank you very much. That is super appreciated. Wait, what did it say? It said like thank you for something. Oh, why is it playing twice, man? Don't understand it. Bro, I get like jump scared twice every time. Man, I'd love to read the message, but I'm such a noob in Streamlabs that I don't know how. I saw that it said happy birthday and thank you for the transparency. It was something like that. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes and the donation. And I'm glad you enjoy the transparency. I do like to I think it's good to show my approach to the judging, so thank you for that. Originality is going to be above 30, but the sound palette was generic sounding, so it can't demand more than 35 for me. So I don't think it can demand more than 33. What is happening? What was that? Article for £5 donation. Thank you very much. Why have you put it as article? I like it. Man, I just had double time full. I think a 32. Not bad. Oh, thank you, Jordan. Yeah, I pretty much got it right then. We move on to the last one. Finally, we move on to the last one. And then I have to watch like all the best ones again. Oh my gosh. And he's in chat. Bro, how do you... I swear, every single time I'm about to watch someone, they come in chat, and I don't know how they know that they're up next. It happens all the time. Crazy. Is that just a coincidence? I'm not sure.
Hello, I'm...
Anyway, let's do it.
Zappy Jogo from France, and this is my wildcard for the GBB 2025 Loopstation.
Is there no smile? I've done a narrow down, so when I reacted to them all, I did react to all of them initially. I've done basically a narrow down of about half of them that I think were on the level of like a certain degree of level, you know. No, Smile did not make the narrow down. If people in chat think that's something I should look over, then let me know. Because there was a couple requests yesterday. I ended up not adding them to the final list. But let me know if that's something I should consider.
Category.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not a big fan of the sequence drums, right? But this one, I'm actually liking it because it sounds different. so I'm already kind of into it. When it sounds just like straight up like there's no cool dynamics in the volume of everything, and it kind of just sounds like robotic and straight on the volume and perfectly synced, then I'm not too into it, but I like this already. I was checking the description if it's an original, but then I remembered he told me it was, so.
Hello, this is Dep Jago from France, and this is my wildcard for the GBB 2025.
Hmm. Zappy, are you fluent in Japanese? Can you just speak it completely? Or did you like memorize just these specific lyrics? Curious.
僕を愛していると言ったでも信じるべきではなかった君を忘れたいでも一言言わせて君の話し方は大嫌い声も顔も大嫌い全部大嫌いだよ
Running for 2 years. Nice. I'm liking the drums. The drums are cool.
Hello.
Good job. Good job. Super nice. Technicality. Mix is fine. And drums sound really clean. Complexity of the production. The drums are sequenced. So there's no real manual recording in the timing of the percussion. Which isn't a huge problem. Let me check here what that would fall under. Because it is, I guess it's originality. Like, it's very original for someone who speaks a certain language that isn't English to not sing in either of their native language or English. That's rare to see. So that's going to favor the originality anyway. But mix is fine. The sound design choice is pretty basic, I would say, for the most part. But it sounds clean. So it's going to get a decent score. I'm thinking around about the 15 mark or more. Yeah, I think 15's fair. Musically, the structure's nice. The groove and rhythm's cool. I'm a big fan of the drums. And the way everything's placed is nice. And compositionally nice. Pitch and tone, the singing is good.
でも一言言わせて君の話し方は大嫌い声も顔も大嫌い全部
There's nothing outstanding. And it is aided by the auto-tune. So there's not much to really complain about in the singing, but it doesn't stand out as something that's like, wow. And the use of dynamics are decent as well. So based on the percussion of the drums, I think that's going to score pretty decently. Because musically, it's a well put together piece, and it's also an original. So yeah, it's really well put together. I think a 16.5 for that. Showmanship. I did feel at one point, I think it was here. Yeah, for me, the performance is a bit much. I think it's a bit too exaggerated. A little bit forced. But not bad. He's not sitting down, and he's not exactly just doing nothing, you know? Like, he is performing. So, by default, it will get above a 15. I'm feeling about maybe the same as Yamaso in that respect. 16.5, I think. Because I vibed with it. For sure. Actually, no. I'm going to go with 16. And originality, it is actually really original. Like I said about the choice of language he used is actually a super original thing that I haven't seen done. Because typically you would use your native language or you would use English. You don't really see other people using other languages. So that's pretty damn cool. And definitely an original approach. The only wildcard that I seen do that was Russy, which for some reason isn't actually even on the list. I don't know if maybe he didn't submit it, but that's the only other one that I seen. So yeah, it's actually damn original. It's going to be in the 30s. I think it's going to be in the mid 30s. I'm feeling about 35 for it. A 34.5. Nice score. Very nice score. How many do I have left? None. Oh, I have none left. It is done. Well, I say it's done. It's not even done. Is it? Because I need to look over them all again. There's some I need to look over that actually didn't score insanely high either. Because I do need to evaluate my thoughts on them. Martin Benatti's here, and that is a perfect example of one that comes to mind. That is one I do need to evaluate more. Because the originality on that one was... That's the one that let it down, unfortunately. But I will look over it again. Maybe I was being very harsh last night about it. But yeah, we're done, pretty much. You just finished watching the previous live stream. So you probably saw my thoughts on it. It was a difficult one, man. It was really difficult. I didn't really know how to approach it. I don't know if you've seen, but I did score it as if I would if it was an original piece, like completely 100% of the track is original, and it was actually in first place for me. So it was a very difficult one to rank. You made my life hard, I must say. But yeah, let's see. Let's let me zoom out a little bit and put them in an order. I am gonna rewatch a lot of the first ones from yesterday and some of the first ones from today because I don't want to have like I don't want to score people too low based on or too high based on like not having a level to go off. So still these first ones, so Colin Effects, actually AVH I already rewatched. Bows, Bizkit, Brunny, CO, Cardona, Cartoy, Chengmin, Dean, Jimmy. These kind of ones I'm gonna rewatch. And today I started at Russy, so probably the first 4 I will rewatch also. What is it called? Oh no, I think I've just broken the sheet. What have I just done? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just broke the sheet. That's not very good, is it? Let me try that again. Why is column I not here? Oh, it's done it. Okay, there we go. It's the wrong way round, so let me fix that. Man, I'm so bad with this stuff. Sort this one to this one. There we go. I don't know why Colin Effects is at the top. I don't know why it keeps doing that. For some reason, Colin Effects is... Thank you very much, Badly. Thank you for the £1 donation. Oh, yep, there's the second playthrough. Forgot about that again. Yeah, Colin Effects is just like breaking the sheet. I don't know what he's done, but for some reason his thing just doesn't. I don't know. Poor Colin. Anyway, in first place without the bonus points and without reassessing a few of them, and to be honest, probably the top 8 to top 10 region, including people who I think have a lot of potential to also get higher scores, such as Martin Benatti. Mihiro is there in that discussion as well for me. Mr. Asuo is one of them. Mercer is perhaps one of them. And also Scrapper, AVH. And Hira, actually. I was a big fan of Hira's. I'm surprised he's that low. I guess it was the showmanship that let it down. I'll have to rewatch it. Yeah. So in first is Dice. Justin, what is your... You're always talking about Mars. What about it? Originality 31. I don't even see him. Ah, yeah. Man, it's pretty good. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I loved Mihiro's one as well. It just kind of... It fell short on the sheet a little bit. Anyway. Dyson first. Josho very closely second. And then we've got a three-way tie between Nils, Saijo, and Unhinged. And then we've got Leonard and Juno also tied. And then it's Biscuit and Mihiro. How many get in? If someone can remind me. It's 5, right? It is 5. Yeah, the three-way tie is crazy. Well, technically, Colin Effects is first, I guess. But, yeah, just top 5. That is crazy. So many good wildcards. Ah, what a pain. What a pain. So by this list, I mean, the 5 would be Dice, Josh O'Neill, Saijo, and Hinged. That would be my current top 5 without my bonus points. But the bonus points are going to add a lot. For damn sure. They will add a lot. An extra 10 points is a big deal, actually. Especially when the scores are this close at the top. But, yeah. I guess that's it. Busy needs to get in. He's close on my list. I mean, think about it like this. Technically, Biscuit is... Technically, he's 5th. In the way of points, he's 5th. But there's just so many ties. And he's only there... Like, Leonard and Juno are above him by half a point. Like, it is very tight. I give the bonus points towards the tracks I actually prefer. Like, in terms of the listenability for me. That's where I think Martin Benatti might shine as well, because for me, if it's like listenability, that is also like, that's in the top 3, I would say. Maybe even number 1, not sure. But it's so listenable. So who knows? But yeah. That's kind of it, guys. I don't know why Cardona's scoring is like that. That's kind of annoying me. That it's like the numbers are shifted to the right. But anyway, what do you guys think? Should I just end the stream now? Because I mean, the judging is done. The stuff I need to do now is stuff I need to do off stream. But it is kind of a birthday stream. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? Does everybody get a certain amount of bonus points? Yeah, to an extent. If it's a track that I really didn't connect to at all, like if it's like not really something I want to hear again too much, then probably not. But I mean, there's a lot of good wildcards, so I would say yeah, most people would get bonus points. I think Mihiro's is slightly robbed. Honestly, I don't disagree with it. I don't disagree with you. His is insane. That's another one that's going to be probably big on the bonus points because I'm a huge fan of it. It's just the showmanship and originality factors just kind of scored a little bit low compared to a lot of the top ones. And I have to be fair with it. I mean, if you deep it on my heroes, he got a 19.5 in technicality. And he got an 18.5 in musicality, which is very high scores. But then the showmanship being a 15.5 and the originality being a 33. That's kind of what put it down. But again, like with the bonus points, I would say he has a chance to be in the mix of my top 5. Same as Bizkit, same as Asuo, Mercer, Scrapper, all of these. Same as Martin Bonatti even. When I review the scores of that, because it's possible that I will change a few things. I mean, look at Martin Bonatti's score. Technically 18, musicality 19, showmanship 20. The scoring there is crazy. But yeah, that is what it is. I think I am gonna end the stream. It's either that or I just sit here and solo beatbox for like an hour, which I don't really think anyone really wants to listen to. Nobody talking about Mercer. That's another one. Actually, especially for me, Mercer will get bonus points. Was a big fan of that one. And he's also up there as well. So that one has potential to be in the mix. Thank you again, man. I really appreciate that and didn't expect that. No problem, man. Really, really great job. Honestly, the video, like honestly, the video itself, the track itself as a video of Loopstation is debatably my favorite. So yeah, amazing video. Really, really amazing video. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, I think. So that's all done. Thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'm gonna go celebrate my birthday and probably eat some good food, actually. So yeah. See you all later. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye.